Okay, I'm gonna try and record. I'm gonna try and record this. I'm having a hard time getting a good version of this video, but I'm trying to do an update video to the chicken off the farm strat. Um, O'Malley had expressed interest in running chicken spam strats. Maybe other people are interested. I've kind of refined Desert setup, so I'm gonna try and do a shorter video explaining it. It's pretty consistent if you can get good at yeah, you can get good at it. So the setup is basically the same. You just want to approach this hill, and the hill behind you will block your camera if you push it all the way to the left. So you're going to want to push all the way to the left, get it stuck on that hill, and now I can just hold up. I'll ride the hill or the geometry until I get stuck in this point. And from here, I'm going to press down on the D-pad. Just kind of get, yeah, you want to get your toes up to this white line, but or kind of lighter patch in front of the boots, but you don't want to go too far. From here, if I press left, basically I'm riding the barrier down and to the left. And you don't want to go too low, but you don't want to start going left too early because you'll touch the barrier. If I press straight left from here, I'll touch the barrier. So I need to press down left, and I'm going to do that with the D-pad. Not with the D-pad, with the joystick. Which is kind of imprecise, but it's hard to hit down and left at the same time on the D-pad for the PS2. So that's, even though it's not a consistent angle, as long as you don't go too far to the left, you shouldn't hit the barrier. And you really don't want to go too far down left. You're really just inching forward. From here, you go back to the D-pad and press down just slightly. That might be too far. And from here, we're trying to basically stand kind of on the bottom-ish part of that vaguely outlined lighter patch to the character's left from our perspective. So I should be able to go onto it. This might be too low. From here, you would press R1. See, it's too low. So that's because my down input after the down left input was too far. So I'll try and do it again. Go through the steps. So again, down left. That was too far left, so I hit the barrier. Boom, boom. From here, down a little bit, because the main thing is, like, you would want to go straight left here, but I found that it's most consistent to press down here. Just a little bit, just because, and there you go, boom. So from there, I pressed left. I should have done that more slowly, dang it, but okay. But you kind of get the idea. Basically, you're trying not to go too far down, and the combined distance that you travel between the first down, then the down left, and then the next down, that kind of determines your position. If you're too high, then pressing left on the final step will hit the barrier. If you're too low, you'll miss the load position, like the position of the loading trigger entirely. So again, we'll do it again. Down left. That was too far left. Down left. Down again just a little bit. And that was not far enough, because when I pressed left on the last step there, I hit the barrier. Down left, down again. And that was too far down. You can tell because by the time you're kind of pressing left and spamming, you're just going to hit the barrier a little bit further down. So, a little bit further to the left. Down. Okay, too far left. Again, down on the D-pad. Down left on the stick. That was a bit too far. I don't even know how I avoided the barrier there. It's really, I wish I had a visualization of it so I knew exactly where it was, but from here, I'll press down just a little bit, and then press left. From here, and those last two steps on the D-pad, from here, I think I can press R1 and trigger the load. Boom. So yeah, so you don't need to be pressing any other directions or inputs when you trigger the load with R1. You're literally just doing the item put away button, but you're holding the chicken. You can't put them in your pocket, so you're just trying to hear that sound, the doink sound. Yeah, so it is pretty finicky, but another thing that can happen, just sort of short addendum on the end, is it seems like the camera angle can be shallower or wider when you initially set it up. You kind of approach from over there, and you get a certain camera angle, but then if you flub it, like you mess it up, hit the barrier, it pushes you back. When I reset straight away from there, it seems like I'm hitting another piece of geometry, or like the camera may not go as far, so it's actually kind of wider away from the loading plane. So yeah, that can affect maybe minute positioning. You do just kind of have to get a feel for it, but I'll share a picture as well of where the character should be standing, a screenshot, when basically where the boot should be positioned on the ground when you press the R1 button. But anyway, so hopefully that was helpful.